Great. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started today. Today we're going to learn what the Georgia Professional Development System encompasses. We're going to learn that you'll be able to view training history for your staff, how to register your staff for training, and then where to find helpful information including the help files and contact us on GaPDS. Yesterday we did record a webinar for early care and learning professionals, and what that means is it's not only teachers. Anyone, you may have a personal account which is currently in the PDR that will roll over to GaPDS. We have those that work at two-year colleges and universities. We have those that are home visitors. So it's more than just teaching staff in the professional development system. It's all of early care and learning professionals. We do encourage you to watch it once it's posted. We'll be sending out the links to everyone right along with this one. So please be looking for that. I think it will be helpful for you to be able to know exactly what your staff can see, and then also for your own personal profile. For those of you that do not know, we currently do have a professional development registry, which is the screenshot to your left. It encompasses where someone will go and create a profile. They can track their employment history. They can upload, or they can save where they've attended, what degrees and credentials they have. They send official transcripts in that are reviewed. All the training that they take, they document and upload or can send in their certificates. And then that just kind of is a place where it's kind of like a holding, they can see a training transcript, if you will, to see all of their credentials. To the right is the screenshot for Georgia training approval, which is training.decal.ga.gov. And this is where you can currently go to find trainings. You can search. What we do is we ask those that provide training across the state, our approved trainers, to go and list everything on the calendar so that it's easy for you to find. So what is the Georgia Professional Development System? We're going to combine multiple systems, such as the Professional Development Registry, and currently DECAL, each division has their own separate training registration system. For those of you that are pre-K teachers, you're very familiar with the pre-K training registration system. Licensing has one, Quality Rated has one. I know Inclusion has been kind of doing everything by hand. And so we're going to be pulling all the DECAL trainings into the system. Eventually all trainings will be on this website. Again, we want to be able to combine these systems because we want you to have one access point. It's very frustrating to have to go to all of these different websites to get training for your staff and to be able to see what trainings that they've had. It allows us to streamline our professional development policies and also allows us the opportunity to see exactly what trainings are being completed across the state and where we have needs. What stays the same? Currently, if you have a PDR account, Professional Development Registry account, that will all come over. As your number will stay the same. It's just going to be referred to as a PDS number now. And how you log into the PDR today is exactly how everyone will log into the PDS once it goes live on June 27th. I do want to pause to remind you that the PDR will go down on June 17th at 5 p.m. So if you need to make any updates, print anything off from your profile, please do that before 5 p.m. on June 17th. When GaPDS comes back up live on June 27th, everything will automatically be converted for you, and you'll be able to log in the exact same way for your individual profiles. It's still going to be the same place where you're going to be able to track those credentials, any past trainings that you've had, and also to show what, if you have teaching credentials, that's pulled over as well. And this will be rolled out in two phases. Phase 1, that's going to be out on June 27th, is going to incorporate all those DECAL trainings, as I mentioned, where you'll be able to register your staff. They will be able to register themselves with the exception of pre-K training. It will also allow individuals to upload certificates, CDAs, copies of those right into their profile. Transcripts will still need to be original, official transcripts sent in. Phase 2 is where we want to incorporate all other trainings. So there will be a little bit of a time period for about a year or more where you're going to have to still go to 2 different places to look for all the trainings. PCAL trainings will be in this system, and then all other trainings will be found at training.gcal.ga.gov. While only the decal trainings will be in the Georgia Professional Development System as far as being able to register, you will be able to see all of your staff's training history for everything that's been uploaded into their profile. You'll be able to register your staff for decal trainings, and members are going to be able to, as I mentioned, upload those credentials, once again, with the exception being official transcripts that will still need to go over the Professional Standards Commission. The Professional Standards Commission, or PSC, have already been working on the PDR for us. That too has been uploading the documents, going through and verifying those transcripts, and their role for us in this conversion will not change. Again, by phase 2, we really do want it to feel like a one-stop shop. We've talked to trainers, and we've already let them know as well that by phase 2, we really want, even if there are multiple systems in the background, we want it to feel like one place for you to go. Again, we want to eliminate the frustration of going to all these different locations trying to figure out where training is held, what training are people registered for. We're trying to just bring it all into one place for you. Training certificates for the trainings that are completed in the Georgia PDS system, so the decal trainings. Once attendance is marked, the system will automatically generate a certificate. This means no certificates will be handed out at those trainings. It'll be automatically in their profile, and I'll show you an example of what that will look like in a moment. Once phase 2 released, all certificates will be issued by the system. So what that means is in between the 2 phases, they will still have to submit any certificates that are handed out at a training that are not decal trainings. As you can see, it's a very clean, simple certificate. There are no individual logos. We just have the Georgia PDS. This is also to help PSD know that when they receive a certificate like this, they need to go and look, and it would automatically clue them in this would be a duplicate certificate because it should already be on their profile. You're going to be able to enroll your staff in training. You're going to be able to view and print those certificates if you need them. It's going to allow you to see what upcoming training staff are enrolled in. You can only see the training history for the staff that have marked you as their employer and only for those facilities you are associated with. And remember, it is up to the individual, the member, or the teacher to update who their employer is. So really encourage them to go in and update that information. Otherwise, you will not be able to see their training history. Also, we mentioned letting individuals know. We want to let you know. We are telling them they do not need to share their individual member profile logins with you. You should not be creating the profiles for them. Allow them to sit at the computer and create their individual profiles. It does have their socials. While many employers do have access to somebody's socials, that's still a very private thing, and they should not have to share that login information. Now I'm going to show you a demo of the Georgia PDS. I want to show you that we do have help files depending on your role. So here you see early care and learning professional, early childhood facility directors, that's for if you're licensed, if you're exempt, if you are the director administrator of a program, that's where you would look. And then Georgia Pre-K program directors. Well, most of what you do looks exactly the same as what I'm fixing to demo. At the end of the webinar, I'll also demo specifically for you on what it will look like to log in as a Georgia's Pre-K program director. The career levels at this point have not changed. You can learn more about the Georgia PDS and find some helpful links. And then also contact us, and I'll show you all that in just a few moments. To create a new account as a director, do a click I'm a director, program administrator for an early care and learning facility. What you would do is you would select who you work for, and I'm just going to put an example here. You would select it, and you would create an account. It'll tell you if you already have a username in the system. If not, it will go through and it will send you an email that says welcome. The email that you will receive the welcome from is the email that is listed in Panda, in Koala, I'm sorry, in Koala, in Decal Koala. So in that system, if a director has left or you have not updated the information, you'll want to make sure that information is up to date in Decal Koala so that you can get your login for Georgia PDS. Now I'm going to log in. When you first log in, if you have staff that are registered for trainings, it's going to show up here. It will list all of the different trainings. You would just click on it, and then you'd be able to see which staff members are enrolled. If you want to learn more, you can go here and learn a little bit more, and you can see who registered staff member. You can also add staff, but I want to show you the other way first. I want to show you the training history. As you notice, you may only look for the training history for staff that have marked you as their employer. You can also search by individual, by their professional development system number. And here you have a list of all the people we have registered in this test site as being individuals employed by this facility. As you go through, you may notice who's registered, who's canceled out of training. If you have registered the staff member, you may also cancel them. If they've registered themselves, you cannot cancel them. Here you say verified by PSC. What that means, those are certificates that have been sent in for review, those non-decal trainings. If they attended and attendance was marked through the Georgia PDS system, it will be marked attended. You can have over the I. In this instance, Georgia teacher was marked as a no-show, which means she did not show up for her training. Some other items that you may see there is arrived 30 minutes or more late, or left 30 minutes or more early, which means decal will not allow credit to be given. Or if it was an online training, it may say did not complete. Able to get in. It doesn't matter who was on the wait list. You know, whether you were on it the first day that there was a wait list available or you got on it 5 minutes ago, an email will go out to everyone because there's no way we could say, okay, you were first, so we're going to give you so many minutes or so many days. That would just take up more time and leave that slot open. So it is a first come, first serve. Everyone else will remain on the wait list. So if I want to register staff at this particular location, cancel and go back in. And however, it's going to continue Georgia PDS account and we reverse the training. So once again, going back to scheduled trainings, we can see that all the staff we added. Test substitute. And once again, it's not going to allow you to try and stuff already registered. We're going to substitute this one for Georgia teacher. Georgia teacher is now enrolled. And again, you can create a new. It does have to be a unique email address. In this instance, I'm going to add them to this same employer. Through and walk through and update everything. They can add in additional credentials. You can also see for this
that we haven't answered yet regarding who is able to see the completed training for the teachers. Is it only the director or someone else on staff?
Who can see it?
Okay.
Upload documents. How about Georgia's pre-K program directors? Georgia's pre-K program directors will be able to log in with their Panda credentials. Georgia's pre-K program directors will only be able to see trainings for facilities they are associated with, and Panda rosters will populate for you and allow you to sort by lead and assistant teachers. For those of you that are not Georgia pre-K program directors, I encourage you, you're welcome to stay on. That way if you have additional questions you want to ask at the end, or at this point, if you're not interested in seeing the demo for the Georgia's pre-K directors, we do understand if you feel the need to drop off. So go over to teachers in it. Since it's a Georgia pre-K site, I'm not going to pull up their training history. It's the exact same view. This up, you may be wondering, well, I have both. I have Georgia pre-K class decal training that's not pre-K. You would log in with your there's one location, role, and then you would retrieve your list multi-series, the multi-group series, and so it will automatically enroll them in those online trainings. If I add this participant, same thing, you still have to read your cancellation certifications, and then you can enroll more participants. Scheduled training before. Come in.
Can you tell everyone what information PSC needs around the CDA, and can it be uploaded here, or does it have to be mailed in?
That is a wonderful question, and I can log out and show you an example. I'll log back in as the Georgia. And I'm going to hit session. They'll send it on to them to the council. So this has to be the certificate that is sent to you from Washington, D.C. That is the official CDA. So those, no, you do not have to send the originals in or anything like that. You could upload it. You can still fax things. You can still email, and you can still snail mail, as we would say, sending it in the regular way. You are working with us. Encourage them to are working through some of those things. Excitement. We have the excitement. I mean, no more keeping up with those paper certificates. I mean, if nothing else is excited about this system for you, that's wonderful. Now, maybe you do have to print those out to show your licensing specialist, and we do understand that. But at least if the certificate gets lost, it's no longer truly lost. It will now be in the system. Here's my contact information. My email address is up. You see what the new website will be when it goes live on the 27th. And then my phone number as well. So please give me a call if you have any questions, any concerns, and you will be receiving a link within the next week or so with a copy of the webinar. If there's nothing else, then I hope everyone has a wonderful day and enjoy having a few minutes back on your schedule. I know everyone's time is valuable. So have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.